I'm on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Now, a lot is happening in Aries, and the beginning will be the Sun transit in Aries zodiac sign on 14th of April. This is a very normal annual Sun transit. Every year on 14th April, Sun moves to Aries zodiac sign. But this time, Sun will encounter Rahu, and 2 days later, Jupiter will enter Aries zodiac sign. So let's understand, with the perspective of Sun being in Aries, what is this transit all about? See, to understand the position of Sun, what is the dharma of a king? The dharma of king is to be powerful, have an eye on the kingdom, fight the enemies, protect the kingdom, and think about the betterment of the kingdom and of the people, and also expand. If a king does all this, we will remember that king for ages, for centuries, for millennia. And that is exactly what Sun does in Aries zodiac sign. Because Sun will be 9th from Leo. Leo is the zodiac sign ruled by Sun, and which also means that the energies of the solar plexus will be right on the head. It is like the communication between the solar plexus and the Sahasrara chakra. So now Surya becomes Ucha, exalt. But from 14th April till 22nd April, Sun will find Mars in Ardra Nakshatra. Ardra is a nakshatra ruled by Rahu. Rahu will be with Surya. And while Mars is in Ardra nakshatra, there is a solar eclipse. Which means that the Sun will be highly angry, highly motivated to fight the enemies. And while Sun wants to do this, there can be instances where there will be wrong decisions, rash decisions, decisions that can be extremely negative, because this is a king who is desperate, because he wants to fight Rahu. There is also Budh, Mercury. So there is also lack of communication. So in the political sphere, you will see that there will be a lot of ups and downs. The image of certain celebrities and politicians will be tarnished between this time. So you will have to be very careful while speaking something, while communicating, while taking a decision. Forget about the Grahan. Just consider Sun movement in Aries zodiac sign. Sun will travel first the Ashwini Nakshatra, then the Bharani Nakshatra, then the Kritika Nakshatra. Now, definitely, Sun will utilize the power of Mars. Sun is in Aries means the Mars is very strong. Mars has to be strong, and Mars is third from the Surya. Therefore, this also gives strength to the king, because the soldier is Digbali. It has the directional strength. The third house is Mars is also the Karaka of the third house. But if you think it in a very different way, Mars and Sun are communicating with each other. How? By the presence of Budh, Mercury. And because Mercury and Mars are doing a Parivartan Yoga until 10th of May, just 5 days before Sun exits the Aries zodiac sign, Mars will exit to Cancer. But till then, Mars and Mercury are doing a Parivartana Yoga, and this communication is affecting the presence of Rahu and Sun. Imagine there is a information channel that whatever the action and decision of the king has to be relayed to the military, and then the military, whatever they find or whatever the situation is on the ground, they have to communicate back to the king as if it's a World War II. And if there is any lack of communication, this can simply result into some seriously wrong decisions. Translate into your personal life. Translate into family's equation. Communication between family members. Communication between brothers. Fight between brothers and father for inheritance, for properties, for money. Power struggle. All this will become a part of this transit. Until Sun goes away from Rahu, until Jupiter is out of combustion, this will happen. So definitely it is a very heated exchange of energy, which can also turn into a verbal spat, which can also in certain cases, depending on your horoscope, may convert into a protest, fight with father, boss, authority, government. And suddenly you will see that there will be an conflict or an interaction between the regime and the public, the king and the kingdom. That is how important communication is during this time. So whenever you are saying something, be very clear in your communication. Be very, in Hindi we call this spasht. That means you are also telling the context, and you are also telling what you mean and your inferences, and you're not leaving anything for the other person to interpret. Because if you leave anything for the other party to interpret, then this is going to create confusion and misinformation, misunderstandings. Now, although Sun in Aries is actually a very good and very powerful sun, but you will have to wait until Jupiter enters Aries zodiac, and Jupiter at least crosses 1 degree in Aries before Sun actually start giving the positive result. Otherwise, this is too much of a heat. Now, this heat can result into loss of crops, lack of water, uneven climate, protests throughout the world. This can also make you feel very negative in your home environment. You might go against the very person you trusted. There will be betrayal on a very smaller level. All this will be right in front of you, and this will spark anger. This will hurt your sentiments, your ego. This will be a matter of self-respect, and then you can exercise your power, and then the problem starts. So refrain from using, I will say not using, but abusing your power and position, because this entire cluster and the Sun in Aries is under direct aspect of Saturn, the Vakra Drishti of Shani. So whatever happens between Sun, Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, and then Moon on 21st will be under the third aspect of Saturn. One wrong move by the Sun, this is like a test for the king. What does he do? Depending upon what action he chooses, the way he chooses, Saturn is going to decide the fate of the king. Now, I don't know about the international audience of this channel, but for an Indian audience, I can give you a reference. It may seem funny from a movie, but it kind of explains what I'm trying to say. If you see in the Bahubali, the one who have watched the movie Bahubali Part 1 will understand what I'm saying. An enemy, Kalakya, tried to attack the Mahishmati kingdom. There were two brothers, Bahubali and Bhallal Dev. Both were given responsibility to fight with one frontier against the Bhallal Dev, and the task was whoever will kill Bhallal Dev will be crowned the king of the future king of the kingdom. So it was both protection and a competition, and also a deciding time for the kingdom's future, who is more capable. Now we all know what happened. The fight happened, and finding the right opportunity, Bahubali was unable to kill the negative king, the enemy king, but Bhallal Dev, the other son, killed the king. So by the terms of arrangement, Bhallal Dev was supposed to be the king. But it was Bahubali who was made the king. Why? Because the way he fought the war. Actually, he was the one who reached to the head of the king, caught him by his neck, and was about to kill him. But the way he reached that position was protective, defensive, thinking about the kingdom, protecting the people. Whereas Bhallal Dev was a pure warrior, but a warrior without heart. He simply killed everybody on the path, both people of his own kingdom and the enemy, just to reach, because in his mind it was only on the crown. So if this is the same situation, sun with Rahu. Rahu is like the Kalake and the sun is like the king. And this is the competition, and Saturn is watching. Who is going to be the king, but with what approach? That is where the Mars and Mercury's exchange is what matters, because the moment Mars goes into Cancer zodiac sign, Sun will simply lose the power and Jupiter will take over. That means now Jupiter will come to decide the wisdom of the Sun. So this is a test, especially if you are Aries ascendant, if you are Aries moon sign, if you are in Aries Mahadasha, if you are a Leo ascendant or moon sign, if you are a Sagittarius ascendant or moon sign. Initially it will inflammate your Agni, the Pitta Tattva, causing hypertension, hyperactivity. You will always feel restless, desperate to act. You give water to the sun every morning, do pranayam, and try to invoke the channel of the moon. That means you try to focus more on the mental side of existence. That before taking any action, do a lot of mental analysis. Maybe take some help, maybe talk to some elderly people with experience. I'm reiterating, experience in this time will matter the most. And as soon as Sun will cross Rahu and Jupiter will enter, this will slowly tone down, and now the result comes. Whoever will become victorious will see the true exaltation of Sun, power, position, authority, success, name, fame, health, all will be given to you, depending on your chart obviously. People who have afflicted Sun in your chart, like if your Sun is with Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, if your Sun is in Gandanta, if your Sun is in a debilitated state, this is the time when you can gain back your strength. This is the time when you can recharge yourself. So if you can chant Aditya Hriday Stotra for this entire month, 14th April till 15th May. If you can pray to Bhagwan Hanuman and take the name of Prabhu Shri Ram. Then Mars and Sun combination. See, Ram and Hanuman, Prabhu Ram and Prabhu Hanuman is Surya and Mangal combination. Just chant Hanuman Chalisa. Ram Dut Atulit Baladhama. That is what we call to Bhagwan Hanuman. So we know that this energy will help us win the negativity in our life, but we must give it some time. If you become desperate, this is only going to cause more problems. And you will also see that there will be sudden chain of events, however small it may be, but it will happen in each one of our lives. Smaller events that will tend to bigger results. You keep a track of all such events that is happening all of a sudden. If something is happening, if the dynamics of your life is such that there is a particular event that is taking shape much faster than anticipated, give importance to that event. And that is how Sun will manifest. In Aries this time, it is a very different kind of manifestation. Health and healthcare services will also be under a lot of pressure. So keep your health right, eat healthy, stay indoors, and try not to fight the nature. This is the time when you will have to be in sync with the nature. This is also the time when the water elements, ascendant and moon sign like Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces will see negative side. Why? Because Sun is bringing too much of heat. Cancer will experience career issues. Scorpio will experience competition, enemies coming your way, tough environment, and Pisces may experience loss, hidden enemies, court cases, challenges, and you will be desperate to recover from a financial situation. Earth zodiac sign. Taurus. Taurus will feel insecure during this time. Although Venus will be on your ascendant, which gives you a lot of relief, but you will feel insecure. So fight that insecurity and don't let it be a part of your personality. For Virgo, this is going to be a time of great dynamic changes. You can bring lot of positive energy. Chant Gayatri Mantra during this time if possible. Chant Surya Gayatri Mantra. And for Capricorn, see, for you it will be more like property, assets, mother, home environment. So don't create a fight between brothers, and because you will be the one whose words can create that war. So be very careful of your words, because your ascendant lord is in second house watching your fourth house with the third aspect. So you will have to be extra cautious. Don't buy any property during this month. And for air zodiac like Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, this will be a supportive transit. For Gemini, it will be a transit of gains. Sun will give you a lot of gains eventually. For Libra, it will be a transit where the circumstance suddenly changes and brings everything in your favor. And for Aquarius, this is a dynamics where your equation and your relation with your own strength and your own weakness and with your brothers will change a lot. So you can see that fire and air zodiacs are kind of complementing each other because of this heat of sun, but water is getting depleted and earth is getting dry. So the earth zodiacs, whether you are ascendant or moon sign, will see resource depreciation. Then for the water element, you will see deficiency. Air will see lot of dynamic activity, and fire will experience the heat of the sun. Dharma sankat is the right word for this. So prepare yourself. It is not a negative time, but it is a test. Solar eclipse is just a fraction. You have to understand the motive behind the planetary arrangement. Sun is there to fight Rahu. Then Jupiter enters to fight Rahu. Then on the other hand, retrograde Mercury, as if one Rahu and everybody is trying to attack it from all sides. But these are Devas and the Navgrahas don't fight with each other. So what are they doing? Basically, they are not fighting with each other. They are trying to connect with each other and create a unique energy signature. Understanding astrology is like drawing, painting. Different colors, if used in different proportion and different combination, will give different type of result. Like we have 16 million colors, but our eyes can see only, but we say that it is only RGB, which creates 16 million colors. So you can imagine how many combinations. If 3 colors can create so many different shades, 9 planets can create what? You can imagine, do the math. So when Rahu gets associated with Jupiter Sun, this is Sun means there will be some news of, transformation in power that will cascade into future generations. So choose your power wisely, respect that power, don't be egoistic during this time, because we say that जब रावण का अहंकार नहीं टिका तो हम क्या चीज़ हैं. So don't be egoistic, be grounded and connect with your own soul, because Rahu Sun combination can help you connect with your own soul. It can help you get the message from the ancestors, and it can also help you regain lost strength. That is why I said whoever has weak sun can actually use this time to fight and come back on top. Also, everybody can't become king. Everyone can't become a topper. Everyone cannot become a CEO. So try to go into the highest possible state your horoscope allows. Focus on the Leo zodiac sign in your horoscope. That zodiac sign, the Leo zodiac sign, will see maximum impact. There is one ascendant and moon sign which will have, in spite of being the fire zodiac sign, will have a maximum positive impact, is Sagittarius. Because your ascendant lord will move in the 5th house, your 9th lord is getting exalted in the 5th house, and your 5th lord is in the 7th house aspecting the 1st house. You are kind of, you have to, if you are a Sagittarius ascendant, if you're listening to this, you are kind of a leader right now. You have to make sure that everything is right. At least in your own personal space. At least give it a try. I'm not saying go and fight. No. Suggestions like in family, in friends, to yourself. And eat right. Sun and Rahu combination also means ego spending, binge eating, lethargy, tamasic energy increasing. Chant Navgraha Pidahara Stotra if needed. So with this mantra I end this video. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Thank you for watching this. We'll meet you in the next video. Keep subscribing. Stay connected. For consultations, please drop me an email. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, namaste.